There's way too much junk laying around this ranch. We gotta get some of that cleaned up. Probably make some money off it too. Should we have a yard sale? I don't know. Everything must go. This is episode 81 of Mount Hunt. What's going on, everybody? Dirty Randy here, and we got another day in the valley, so I'm looking forward to it. We have kind of a lot to get done, a lot of kind of just chores, and I'm thinking it's time for some spring cleaning. We've got a lot of just equipment and stuff like that. Our new truck here, which, you know, both these are pretty useful. Same with a couple of our toys here. Those are all going to stay. But, you know, we do have a lot of just extras, and I'm thinking it might be time to clean some of that up. The Gator can stay, but we do have a 3-point attach over there that doesn't really get used. This truck, I love it. It's great. It's wonderful. But, I mean, I don't know how much it's really going to get used if we really need it. No. The horse trailer, we don't really need that either. So, I don't know. We're kind of just going to go around and collect a few things. We'll probably make sure our animals are all good and just kind of see what else happens. We do have to collect all those stones from our field as well. We haven't used this guy in a while, so I figured why not just take him down here. Because I think we do need to put a little bit of silage into our mixer to even out the levels. I don't want to top it all the way up. Like I said, I was considering just spending some time in rebuilding that area a little bit. And same with all here. We now that the snow is gone, we have, you know, probably a little bit of the yard to clean up. Because we were pretty much just snowed in for the last few months, and we spent a lot of our time up in the hills on our new property. So that's all been good. I'm hoping that we can maybe get another sawmill in if we have the money for it, just to keep up with production, really. So we'll make sure our cows are all fed here. I'm not sure how much of it they will take. Oh yeah, that's plenty fine. And I think we will go top up their water as well. We do have some new tractors as well on the ranch, yet to use them, but we are going to bust them out today, one of them at least. Get all those stones picked, so that will happen at some point. For now, we'll kind of just, get a little bit of chores done and stuff like that in the morning. So I'm looking forward to, you know, how much money we'll even end up making from it. I feel like there is still some water left in here, but it doesn't hurt to get it topped up. I think it's time for these guys to go. You know, like I said, if we're going to be doing some cleaning, we're not using them at the moment. We've got a new silo that just has them built in. So, you know, if we're not using them and they're just laying around, they gots to go. So we'll probably post them, see if anyone wants them. I don't know if I want to tow those all the way down to the shop. But as far as stuff in here goes, I think we're all pretty good. But, yeah, we might want to go grab a truck or something of that nature and start loading some stuff up. See what we can sell. Alright, well, we made it with our first load of stuff. We did sell some bales, made about 10,000 off that, so that's awesome. But yeah, the rest of this stuff has got to go. We're going to keep the truck, of course, but the trailer, the truck here, yeah, I mean, yeah, really not a whole lot of value there. It's not even really that broken. So we're going to sell that guy. Bobcat as well. He's got to go. The whole trailer. See you later. We don't really use it that much. And we can make do with some other stuff. And then these goodies as well. Not a whole lot from these. Under 1,000 each. But it all adds up. Make sure we do not sell our truck. Because that, of course, is pretty new. So, wonderful. I think we will head back and probably grab some more stuff. There are a few other things I would like to get rid of that... not necessarily didn't have room for them, but they're just kind of awkward. We got a couple trailers and things like that, so we will put those on here as well and get those sold and continue on to some other stuff. I am hoping we're going to expand our cows today and really just get some more, separate our milk cows from our Angus black cows, and yeah, then we'll have a really good mix going on. Like I said, we have so many bales. That's why I decided, you know what, it doesn't hurt to sell some because they're just kind of sitting around. Doesn't hurt. We could use the extra money. We'll probably sell some cows as well today, so that will be good. And yeah, generally just some spring cleaning, you know, trying to get caught up to where we need to be. This whole field is an absolute job, but we do have a little bit of time to get that done. There isn't a huge rush. We're in a planting window right now. It just kind of opened up, but I'm not 100% what I want to plant yet. Part of me wants to plant some soybeans. Part of me wants to plant some sunflowers because that would just look really nice. Just a huge, big field of sunflowers. Ones that are all like nice, big, tall, and bright. How awesome would that be? So, something to consider. For now, we're going to get rid of our little yellow log trailer just up ahead here. Because it doesn't really get used too much. I really need to get rid of these logs that are just kind of hanging out here from when we made this path. Probably wouldn't hurt to grind some of these stumps down as well too, just to clean it up a little bit, because these have all just been hanging out here. So is what it is there. And yeah, I guess we could tow it behind us, but that seems wrong. So we'll get it loaded up again with probably our gator would be fine. I don't know if our forklift could actually... It might be able to tow it. It might have a little tow hitch spot in the back there. Maybe we'll try. You know, I figured if we're going to go that route and use the forklift, looks like it does have a little hitch pin in the back there. So that's cool, but I figured if we're going all the way over here with it, it's just an empty trailer. Why not just lift it right on up and we're good to go? So I think we're going to give that a shot, actually. We're going to widen the forks as much as we can. Probably wouldn't hurt to extend them out a little bit too. And yeah, we'll split the wheels. If we can stay straight. There we go. Look at that. Wonderful. Master plan. It's like we know what we're doing. Look at that. Look at that. I'll take it. Alright, so we can probably get the forklift put away, and I believe we got to give our chickens some food, actually, now that I'm thinking about it and we're down here. So we'll add that to the list for today. Alright, again, not a whole lot. This thing, like, never even got used. Little trailer. And this guy probably, yeah, might be worth it to repair him there. And we will send him off. He is useful, but I think we're actually just going to pick up a set of double pallet forks for maybe the telehandler or the wheel loader, and that should be able to do the job even better, honestly. $1,400, so that's all good, and yeah, that should be pretty useful for us. Alright, well, a year later we made it over here. This thing is not the fastest, that's for sure. But that's alright, super useful. It's about time we get rid of these stumps. They've been here for a while, this one especially, kind of just impeding us. So it'll be nice to get stuff cleaned up a little bit. We'll go back after and probably grab the forks to pick up the rest of these logs. They're looking a little bit too heavy to pick up ourselves. And then, I don't know, I would like to maybe get some more stuff sold, but we definitely got to get our animals fed and organized sometime today, so it's already kind of coming up to lunchtime, so we'll see what else we can squeeze in before then, but it overall is kind of coming together. If this last guy would go away, come on, last little bit. Right, that's all done. So we will head our way back nice and slowly and probably go just grab our grapple hook for this guy. And yeah, then we can load up all those little extra trees and stumps and stuff like that. Get rid of them, and they are not to be a worry anymore. We also have the rest of our logs just hanging out that we probably could get rid of as well, because it looks like I think our trees are ready to cut down again. It seems pretty minuscule compared to everything we're doing up in our forest property now in comparison, but it all helps, so that's good. But all the more reason to get probably another lumber mill, sawmill, something like that going, or even find someone else that can buy them, because we got way too much wood for us to handle. We're set for a long time. Alright, we totally got it all up there with the Bobcat, 100%. I would not lie to you guys about that. Alright, just pulling up. We can probably, yeah, store all this stuff in here. Same with the rest of our trees over there. This is an interesting one, because we own this, but would it be more useful up at our other location? I don't know. Probably not, because they're already all delimbed, but then we wouldn't need that same piece of machinery in the future. I don't know. And of course we have our trees to cut down now, so I think maybe a good compromise would be cutting down our trees, using this guy, and then maybe just selling him, because I think we got bigger and better stuff going on over there, and we could probably use the money towards something that can maybe be a little bit more multi-purpose up in our forestry area. So I think that's probably the game plan for that. It doesn't necessarily have to go today, but now that we're all over here, we may as well load up some pallets as well. I'm not sure how many we got, but it doesn't hurt to just get rid of some, you know? Use that double pallet fork we got, which will come in nice and handy, and well, we will sell the single one. Like, I know we do have that single one, but I think having the double will just make things a lot easier, especially for jobs like that. I mean, like, they're empty pallets, we can get them stacked up, then we can grab even more of them. Should be good. Alright, that pallet jack is so useful in getting stuff stacked up, and hopefully it should be nice and convenient for us with our double pallet fork. Let's see how she goes. Oh, is it not? Are they not long enough to reach the ones on the back? Because kind of disappointing, but I think that's okay. Because, oh no, well, now we've just made a mess. Alright, so I think we'll just restack these by hand, honestly. They're just pallets. Alright, well, they're kind of stacked up. But now, since we have the telehandler, we can just reach on over top of them to get them put into place on the truck. Woohoo! Really not a whole lot, but everything helps, and why not get them sold? I don't think we'll sell all of our produce and stuff like that. We do have a lot of products over there today, and it'll probably take a while for us to get loaded up, but if we do find ourselves with some time, that could be the way to go. But of course, I think if we do have some spare time, it would be awesome to try and get up and get some more logs loaded up. We still have our whole truck over there that's, well, it crashed, and I'm not sure what kind of condition it's in. I don't even know if it's drivable. So, yeah, I guess we'll have to take a peek and see at that. We gotta take this guy off the top. Alright, looking a little bit more organized around here, that is for sure. So, awesome, awesome. We will probably take this load back. We pretty much just have our produce now that I can think of, and honestly, maybe our diesel trailer, I suppose. We do have another one that's kind of similar that we bought for up in our logging area, but it's up there at the moment. If we need it, we could always go get it. But yeah, it does have a bunch of diesel in there. It's also an electric charging station, which is awesome because we don't have one of those, and I believe our forklift actually is electric. So if we do need to ever charge that guy, we can do that from there. And I believe it can repair mobily. So yeah, it's pretty useful. A lot more uses than our one back just on the other side of the river there. So we will get that sold at some point. It doesn't hook up to this truck. I mean, like, we could kind of force it, but it's just not long enough, so it ends up hitting the back of the bed. So no worries, that is on the to-go list. And was talking to the shop actually, and was just letting them know I'm bringing a bunch of stuff over here. So they said they would actually send someone out and go pick up our auger belts if we would like. So I think they're actually sending someone out there right now. They might not even be back by the time we get there, but all good. A little bit more money in the bank, slowly adding up today. But we really need to start getting to our animals and stuff like that, and probably our field, because there's been a little bit more chores around than I thought, which, you know, hey, I guess all the more reason to get spring cleaning done, right? So, is what it is, but at least it's productive. Alright, $1,200 for that guy. Awesome. And our Funkasaur, gonna miss him, but we have a new stone picker, which is awesome. And we're gonna be using that next, so that's even more awesome. But first, we are going to get all of our pallets sold just over here. Wonderful. Looking much better coming through here without all those stumps and extras laying around. Although there are a lot of bushes, but what can you do about that? It is nature after all. So as far as this truck goes for right now, I don't know. I suppose he could probably just get parked back in his spot, but we may need him to recover our other semi-truck at some point. But of course we would probably need to rent like a crane, something like that, to get him tipped back over. So, I don't know. Something for another day. For now, I think we're going to get our chickens, make sure they're all fed, and then we're probably going to put in a new cow pasture and grow that, and then deal with all of our cowy boys. Oh, wonderful. Looks like our grain trailer is all ready to go. So, I suppose we got nothing left to do but fill them up and top up our chickens. I have a feeling they might take a fair bit because we haven't fed them in a while and we have 2 of them. So I don't know. I feel like we might have to make a couple trips. Alright, it's 4 o'clock on the dot. How did the day go by so fast? But anyways, we're going to hop into our Bobcat here and get a little landscaping done and throw in some fence posts, have a nice little open pasture for all of our cattle. Alright, we got all the grass dug up by our silo there. And yeah, we were going to head just back here where our big grass field is. There's just so much room, you know. I figured why not utilize it. And that might come with some changes of, you know, the yard around here. I don't know, we'll see. That's going to be kind of a bigger project. But we will have to drain this thing. I think it's got about 20,000 or so liters left in there. But I think it's running pretty low on materials. You know, if we lose a little bit of straw and the odds and ends, that's fine. But, you know, that's all around pretty good. If we just get rid of all of our mixed ration in here, then I think we'll be fine. Alright, we just finished putting in the last fence post, and it's looking pretty good. This is like a whole massive area for a bunch of new cows. That should be awesome. Once the grass starts growing, it should look a little bit better, because this is, of course, our planted field, but we still have a lot of it left over there, so I'm excited to get some more cows in here and in the works. But surprisingly, we have a lot of trucks, but we don't have any at the farm. One's crashed, one's a flatbed. And so I guess that really only leaves us with 1 truck we can work with right now, but we'll have to go get it. Alright, we just sold our diesel trailer there. I forgot how expensive that thing was. We got $26,000 back for it. Of course, it was barely used, and it had pretty much no diesel left in it, so that is all good. But for now, I'm glad I bought this other truck, because yeah, I can kind of stay here for now, and we're going to hop in our other Mack here and bring it on back. Feel like we may as well bring the trailer if we're heading back to the ranch, because it's going to be needed to go back up to all of our logs at some point, so it doesn't hurt to bring it halfway there while we're headed that direction. And then of course we can get a bunch of cows, well, just sorted out. I think we have a good batch that we can probably sell, and then just organize, make sure we have all of our milk cows in kind of the barn area there, and then all of our other ones will move over, and then we'll probably buy some more as well and make sure they're all topped up and fed. That should be pretty good, because of course what's the point in having all of that if we don't have any cows in there? Alright, I think for now, like I said, we'll just leave this guy parked up, something like that. And yeah, then we can flip into, this is our new grass field, by the way, if you haven't been keeping up. But yeah, I'm waiting for it to grow out, and then that'll be replacing a large portion of the field that we just put all of our new cows in. So that'll be good. I'm looking forward to that. That should really give us a lot, probably even extra that we can sell each year. So that's awesome because we already have a pretty good stockpile. So I'm looking forward to getting all those cows moved in and just all the expansion we have going on right now. We're kind of in that low moment where we've spent a lot of money and haven't quite seen it come back yet. And I guess we need to grab our trailer if we're going to do any of this stuff instead of just rambling on. So we're going to turn around here and grab that. And then go flip up our cattle, see how they're doing. Alright, we're all parked up. And let's have a peek. So any of the ones, yeah, it looks like we got a couple sets here that are over 3,000. So I think those ones we're going to go ahead and sell. Boom. And yeah, these ones as well. Doesn't look like we have any more, but we don't have that much more room in the trailer. How many more cows do we have? I wonder, but it looks like most of the rest of the ones in here are producing milk for us. So we should be fine if we make another trip when we come back and just transfer over those guys. But these ones are all going to be sold, so that is exciting. Should make a good bit of money from it. I'm thinking maybe $80,000 in that ballpark. So let's find out. Alright, we have made it over here. 39,000, so it's pretty close with 40 a piece. So just under 80,000. That is awesome, and I think while we're here, it wouldn't hurt getting some more. I think we can maybe afford to not be cheap after that sale and buy some that are kind of in the mid-range here and just absolutely fill up our trailer. That way we'll have a really good head start in our new field, and we should be pretty good because of course we do have some more to transfer over. So I'm not really worried about spending the money on those guys, you know, like we spent about half the money that we just made on buying some more, but they will reproduce for us, give us a lot more cattle, and ultimately be kind of the start of the new era on the ranch here. So I'm looking forward to it. Let's get the rest of those guys moved up, maybe check how much milk we got, see if that's worth moving over. And you know, we've got longer days here now. It's actually nice and exciting. I don't know if we're going to be able to get out into the field, but that's all right. We still have tomorrow. All right, well, we got our first round in the pen. A couple more to go. And yeah, the sun is definitely going down. But no worries. We have enough time to get these guys fed, watered up, and then that should be pretty good. Should maybe use the rest of our mixed ration even, which will let us kind of rejig that probably tomorrow at some point, which will be pretty good. As well as I'd like to get those trees cut down. Just, you know, we've been doing that kind of stuff. We may as well, and then that'll let us sell our other piece of kind of machinery. And we'll be in a good spot to just expand or explore some other options. All right, we have lots of cows, more than I initially kind of thought. I'm glad we were able to sell some. That definitely tipped us over the edge in how much money we made today ultimately, and that wasn't even really the goal of today. I guess I should have left this open. I totally forgot. Yeah, we need to make sure these guys have food and water. Otherwise, it won't be getting very far. Jeez. How nice of a photo is that, hey? Just the sun coming down. You'll love to see it. Alright, we'll get these guys filled up with water for the first time. Super exciting. Look at that. And yeah, we'll go through the rest of our food as well. That should be pretty good. Hey, speaking of front weights, no one was talking about front weights, Randy. But looking at this reminded me, I don't know where my other one is. We have a weight around, like we do have another one of these, and I don't know where it is. Like a John Deere one. I know we bought one with our new tractors, but we did end up selling that one back because I was like, hey, we have another John Deere one. I'll just use that. But I don't know where it is. So, if anyone knows, feel free to remind Randy. So, I guess we can probably take this guy back on out of here and, I don't know, maybe even just go top up our other cows with it, do a little loop. We do have a couple gates here, because I figure these will probably be the most common sides coming in and out. And once we get through this one, I believe we actually can close this one, because I don't think we're going to have to come back through this side today. Awesome. And we'll see how much more water these guys need. I can't imagine they'll need too much more, considering we just kind of split up the amount in there. They were almost completely maxed out full, but now they're about half each. Well, not quite our open pen. They can hold a lot more, but no, it's a great start. We still have about 150-ish cattle, so that's a good amount. They did, between the two of them, completely drain this, so that's awesome. I will take that. And it's almost time to consider, you know, like, do we get rid of our trailer, or tractor, rather, that we use to feed the cows with? I mean, now that we have to make a couple more trips and go a little bit further, it might make more sense to have something that can do the job a little bit faster. You know, that tractor is honestly a great option for it, considering it is kind of on the smaller side as well. But, you know, for the time being, I guess we'll have to see. They'll probably want a little bit more mix, a lot more mix than I thought. And yeah, I know we have about 20,000 liters or so pre-made at the moment, which will fill this guy up 1.5 times, I want to say. Want it a little bit. So I'm sure our other cows will take probably a full mixer, I would think. And then once this guy is empty, we can kind of get it moved around if needed. Oh wow, this actually holds more than I thought in our current mixer here. So we do have everything else in here. That means in the morning we're probably going to have to make, maybe not in the morning necessarily, but at some point we're going to have to make maybe a manual load with our actual mixer wagon instead of the production, because it's pretty much out of materials at the moment, which again, not really an issue, but yeah, we'll give them everything we got here and kind of game plan a little bit for how we're going to attack tomorrow. We definitely want to get those stones picked, probably something even planted. Sunflowers would be awesome. I definitely think that's the way to go. And yeah, they did take, it looks like, everything we got in there. So, you know, we are in a good position money-wise where we could potentially, you know, buy another tractor, another small one or something like that. Or, you know, probably not small, probably medium, maybe even large. Who knows what'll be on sale. And our smaller chip-tuned 6930 can handle the feeding stuff. And, you know, or maybe we even just do actually get a small trailer. Beat it! It still tapped us a little bit. We weren't fast enough. Anyways, like I was saying, yeah, we can probably maybe get just in a 6 series, like small John Deere. Who knows? But I think for now, that's pretty good. So I'm excited. Yeah, we got new cows. The sky's absolutely on fire. That's a great way to end the start to spring. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. We got a lot done, and we got a lot more coming up in the next couple episodes. It's a busy time of year, so I think we're going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.